My dearest love, babe, please, I implore you to stop everything you're doing right now. Just for a few sacred moments, lend me your undivided attention. I assure you, this won't drag on endlessly, but in these precious minutes that follow, I need you to truly listen, to let my words sink into your heart with complete focus and presence. What I'm about to unveil isn't mere chit chat or a passing fancy. It's the most monumental, soul stirring promise I've ever contemplated making in my entire life. I want you right here with me, absorbing every nuance, every heartbeat behind each syllable. This isn't a decision I've stumbled upon lightly or in a rush of fleeting emotion. No, this vow emerges from the profoundest, most unfiltered depths of my heart, a reservoir of sincerity that I've guarded closely until now. To truly grasp the essence of this, let me paint a picture of how this has unfolded within me. For what feels like an eternity, spanning countless days, weeks, and months, I've harbored these thoughts like a secret flame, nurturing them in the quiet corners of my mind. I've dissected every angle, pondered every implication, and wrestled with the profound weight it carries for both our lives. This promise is colossal. It has the potential to transform our world, to mold our shared destiny into something we've only dared to envision in our most intimate dreams. It's been a constant undercurrent in my thoughts, building an intensity like a gathering storm, impossible to ignore any longer. The moment has arrived, the one I've anticipated with a mix of trepidation and exhilaration. So, I ask you to carve out this space with me. Let it be exclusively ours, untouched by the chaos of daily life, free from any distractions or divided attentions. Just the two of us, souls entwined in this ephemeral yet eternal bubble of connection. Envision us here, in this intimate realm we've created through these words. No external noises intruding, no wandering thoughts pulling you away. Simply the gentle cadence of our imagined breaths aligning as I bare my soul. This gravity isn't exaggerated. It's essential because what I'm committing to could fundamentally alter the trajectory of our future, infusing it with purpose, passion, and unbreakable unity. We've spoken of forever in hushed tones before, perhaps over candlelit dinners or during late night confessions. But this transcends abstraction. It's concrete, it's actionable, it's a pledge forged from deep introspection and unwavering belief in us. So, please, cherish this moment alongside me. Let it wrap around us like a comforting blanket, and permit me to unveil this promise that I've cultivated in solitude for so long, believing in it with every ounce of my being. Now, with my heart laid bare, here's the promise I've been preparing to declare with all the fervor of my heart and soul. My involvement with that third party, the one that has lingered like an unwelcome shadow, will soon dissolve completely. I've arrived at a resolute, deliberate decision, one that's illuminated every corner of my consciousness. And that choice? It's to marry you. Yes, unequivocally, you. Amidst the myriad paths life has presented, the countless alternatives that have tempted or teased, I am selecting a lifetime devoted solely to you, you and no one else. Each day that dawns reinforces this truth. My love for you expands, layer upon layer, like an ancient tree adding rings of strength and depth. I perceive with crystal clarity now how indispensably you enrich my existence, how your essence has become intertwined with mine in ways I never fully appreciated until recently. Allow me to delve deeper into why this bond feels so extraordinary, so worth every sacrifice. In a world teeming with transient connections, fleeting flirtations, superficial alliances, and momentary distractions, our relationship emerges as a beacon of authenticity. It's singular, irreplaceable, a tapestry woven from threads of trust, vulnerability, and mutual understanding that no other could replicate. No alternative liaison, regardless of its initial allure or persistent pull, can eclipse the profound intimacy we share. It's in the subtle ways you anticipate my needs, the laughter that bubbles up from shared inside jokes, the comfort of your hand in mine during uncertain times. This epiphany didn't strike like lightning. It evolved through patient observation, through allowing myself to feel the void that any absence of you creates. But now, armed with this insight, I'm prepared to uphold this commitment with every facet of my existence, my thoughts, my actions, my unwavering loyalty. I yearn to construct a future where we are the architects, designing a life brimming with shared experiences, triumphs, and even the quiet, everyday miracles. To achieve this, I'm resolute in severing ties with anything or anyone that could dilute our connection. Picture it: mornings awakening to the sound of your voice, evenings unwinding in each other's arms, adventures that span continents, or simply the coziness of our own home. This is the canvas I want to paint with you, free from smudges of doubt or external interference. Naturally, you might ponder, why this moment? What confluence of events has led to this revelation? It's a valid inquiry, and I owe you unvarnished honesty about the journey that's brought me here. The timing isn't arbitrary, it's the culmination of a deliberate process. I require time, precious, unhurried time, to immerse myself in the emotions, to evaluate how you've indelibly marked my life. Distractions clouded my vision temporarily, but as they faded, your light shone brighter. Clarity emerged not in a rush, but gradually, like dawn breaking over a serene landscape, revealing truths that were always present, but obscured by my own hesitations. Now, that veil is lifted, and I'm anchored in this resolve. This promise isn't ephemeral, it's a cornerstone, a foundation for the edifice of our shared tomorrow. But to provide even more context, let's explore the pivotal wake-up call that catalyzed this transformation, a seismic shift that reverberated through my core. It wasn't a solitary incident, but a mosaic of realizations that coalesced into an undeniable force. I embarked on a rigorous self-examination, scrutinizing the patterns of my life with unflinching honesty, and it struck me with a profundity that left me breathless. For far too long, I'd permitted peripheral entanglements, those insidious diversions, to erode the sanctity of what we have, pulling focus from the one person who has consistently illuminated my path: you. This awakening arrived with relentless intensity, dismantling defenses I'd unwittingly built, compelling me to acknowledge truths I'd sidestepped. No longer can I deny it. The evidence is irrefutable. You've stood by me through the spectrum of experiences: the euphoric highs where we celebrated victories together, the harrowing lows where your support was my lifeline. Your empathy is a rare gift. You possess an uncanny ability to peer into the recesses of my soul, comprehending facets of my character that even I grapple with. It's in the way you offer solace without judgment, encouragement without expectation, love without conditions. I've come to recognize, beyond any shadow of doubt, that forfeiting this, losing you, would equate to surrendering an irreplaceable treasure, a void that no substitute could fill. Thus, I'm renouncing hesitation, banishing any barriers that have impeded our full potential. No more fragmented commitments or splintered affections. I'm channeling every iota of my energy, every second of my time, every beat of my heart into nurturing us. Envision a horizon where we are the sole protagonists, embarking on spontaneous road trips to hidden gems, cultivating a garden of dreams in our backyard, or simply reveling in the rhythm of daily life, cooking meals infused with laughter, debating philosophies under starlit skies, supporting each other's aspirations with fervor. This is the narrative I crave, the reality I'm poised to manifest, unencumbered by regrets or what ifs. To elaborate further on this pledge, consider the tangible steps it entails. Dissolving the third-party connection isn't mere rhetoric. It's an active process I've initiated, both emotionally and practically. I've reflected extensively on how those distractions were illusions, ephemeral mirages that paled against the substantive oasis of our love. They served as temporary band-aids for unresolved insecurities. But you've taught me true healing comes from authenticity. Moreover, this commitment encompasses personal evolution. I acknowledge my past shortcomings, moments of indecision, lapses in prioritization, and I'm dedicated to rectification. That means fostering transparent dialogues, even on thorny topics, elevating your desires as paramount, and cultivating a partnership where we both flourish individually and collectively. We've navigated tempests before, emerging resilient, our bond tempered like steel in fire. Your forbearance during my periods of uncertainty has been a profound lesson in grace, one I vow to reciprocate through steadfast devotion and attentive presence. As I articulate these sentiments, I hope the authenticity resonates, vibrating through the ether to touch your spirit. This declaration isn't polished or performative. It's visceral, drawn from the raw marrow of my experiences. Our relationship has schooled me in the art of vulnerability, transforming potential weaknesses into pillars of strength. You're the harmonizer of my discord, the alchemist turning mundane into magical. A world devoid of that alchemy is inconceivable, a grayscale existence I'd reject outright. Expanding on our shared history adds layers to this promise. Recall our first encounter, that serendipitous meeting where sparks ignited instantaneously, conversations flowing like a perennial river. From tentative dates to profound milestones, you've been my constant, cheering at my achievements, consoling through setbacks, challenging me to grow. Holidays spent creating traditions, vacations etching memories in our souls. These are the building blocks of what we've erected. And now, I seek to elevate it, to construct upon this foundation a legacy of love that endures. Looking ahead, the vistas are boundless. Imagine us as partners in every sense, co-authoring life's chapters, perhaps starting a family if that's our mutual dream, or pursuing passions side by side. Professional endeavors where we bolster one another, personal quests where encouragement abounds. Challenges will arise, life's inevitability, but united, we'll surmount them, emerging fortified. This future isn't a distant mirage. It's within grasp, contingent on this commitment I'm extending.